Hello, today we're going to talk about swimming for the beginner. So there's often two types of people. There are people who just readily admit that they can't swim, but they want to start, they want to do a triathlon. And then there are people who feel they can swim, say that they can swim, and while they can swim, they're not sticking their face in their water to breathe. The only way to really move forward in your swimming, you could put on a front-loaded snorkel. Non-Ironman races usually allow you to use a front-loaded snorkel, and that can take care of your breathing, and that might be a good way when you're learning to swim to practice breathing so you can work on the rest of your form. But to learn how to swim well, you're going to need to learn how to breathe first, and by that what I mean is you're going to need to learn how to exhale underwater. So the drill that I have people do that are learning to swim, it's very simple. You're just going to go to a pool where you can put your feet on the ground and you can stand and pretend my hand is the water line. You're just going to take a nice easy breath right here. Inhale and then bob down below the water line with your mouth and then exhale. When you're done exhaling, you're just going to stand up. Soft inhale, down. So it'll look like this. Just inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When you come up, don't take a big breath. Don't go and then hold it and then exhale. You want to get comfortable exhaling underwater. So that's the first step. Once you're comfortable with that, then what you would want to do is turn your face down in the water so you look like this, and then you would inhale, turn your head to breathe, exhale, turn your face back into the water, exhale, clear your mouth of the water, inhale, turn your face down, exhale. All the while your feet are on the ground, so it takes away that sensation that you might drown because you're firmly planted. You can just raise up, but you need to learn how to breathe. Once you are comfortable with your feet on the ground and your face in the water, then you can take a kickboard, put it out in front of you and do a little bit of kicking, and then same thing, face goes in the water. Rotate it to exhale or to inhale, rotate it face down in the water to exhale. Get pretty much 99% of your breath out into the water. You can practice blowing out through your nose and through your mouth. Some people have a preference for one or the other or both. But either way, get that air out underneath the water. One of the things that you commonly see when people are swimming and they're not breathing well is they take a big breath, they hold it as long as they can, and then when they turn their head, they try to exhale and inhale. If you did that, I'm going to actually invite you to do that right now. I'm going to demonstrate it for you. But I have a heart rate monitor on, and you can see right now my heart rate is 67, just went down to 64. I'm going to inhale and exhale in that manner right now. And if you've ever done this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this is what it typically looks like when people do not know how to exhale underwater while swimming. Okay, and we'll just see what my heart rate does. My guess is it's going to spike, and the same thing happens in a pool. So it looks a lot like this. Big inhale. Sure enough, heart rate 103. And that was only about 6 or 7 breaths. So imagine you put that in the water. So this is what happens to people when they go in the water and they don't know how to exhale under the water. Their heart rate just spikes, which makes them more tired, and it makes it even more of a struggle to breathe. So just work on that. You should be able to bob up and down in the water at least 50 times. So start with 50 reps, feet on the ground, just bobbing up and down. Once that's comfortable, move to 50 repetitions with your feet on the ground, face down, rotating your head to inhale, rotating down to exhale. And then when that is, you have that skill down, grab a kickboard, kick. You can put some fins on if you need to, make yourself a little faster. Face down, rotate to inhale, face down to exhale. When you get all the air out, the negative pressure in your lungs will bring air in. So you don't actually have to take a big inhale. You don't have to forcefully inhale. If you just exhale, you just breathe. It's just like you're doing right now. You're not forcibly inhaling every time you take a breath. You're just exhaling and inhaling. So we got to get that skill into the water. So that's the first thing to practice on. Once you figure that out, then we can move to step 2, which is body position. All right, thanks.